Hey guys, and welcome back to the Jade's Hill channel. We're back on the chair, people. We're back on the chair. It's been a while. I couldn't stand up to make this review. I'm way too tired, fam. I've been absolutely screaming. Man's been jumping about, emotions flying high. Thank God we won that game. That was a must-win for Chelsea. Obviously, Lukaku comes on, makes a big difference to the team compared to that first half, which was absolutely horrible from a defensive point of view and also from an attacking point of view as well. But we'll get into all that and how the game changed in the second half and how we won this game in the end. And Tuchel had to make that substitution. And yeah, just like, comment, subscribe, turn those post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, let's do this. So obviously the lineup came out. We had Mendy in goal. We had a back three of Rudiger, Thiago Silva and Chalobah as expected. Alonso's Reece James as expected. Midfielder Jorginho and Kante as expected. Front three was Mount, Pulisic up front, which I expected. But Hudson-Odoi started today instead of Ziyech, which I did say in my last preview would start, but I forgot he had a little knock, so he couldn't start. So Hudson-Odoi started instead of Lukaku, which was surprising to many people. I thought to myself, that's interesting. We'll see if he plays the whole game. We'll see how he performs and whether the symptoms affected him or not. So, yeah, and we just get into the game. And I've got to say, that first half, yeah, I'm not going to lie. Before I even get into it, I missed the first 21 minutes because my internet decided to bug out on me. It decided to just turn on me. And it just didn't want to work, you know. Yeah, so I literally missed the first 21 minutes to the point where I had to restart everything, like reboot everything. I was just getting so annoyed. I even tweeted out how's the game going because my internet was just moving mad. So I can only judge the game from the 21-minute mark onwards. And obviously I was in time to see the own goal. And let's just talk about that first, yeah. I mean, God, Reece James. I can't lie, Reece James in the first half was dropping stinkers, man. Yeah, so it doesn't even surprise me that he's the one that got the own goal. He was dropping a stinker. He kept losing the ball. He kept on putting stupid crosses into the box, which didn't make any sense at all. Yeah, his weight of passing was just horrible today. Like, Reece James today, like, dropped a stinker in it at wing-back. And then Alonso down the other side, probably just as bad as him, arguably. Committing fouls, losing the ball constantly as well. Just absolutely horrible. And then, yeah, in the attacking front, we're not doing anything. There's no movement between the front three. I felt sorry for Pulisic in that half because it's like he's not a striker and the ball's being fizzed into him and he can't hold it up in that position he's in for more than 2 seconds. Maybe he can from the wing or from the wing, whether it's left, right, wing back. It doesn't matter. He can hold it up maybe there, but not at a striker's position. Not against Tyrone Mings and Ezri Konsa. It doesn't work like that. Callum Hudson-Odoi, he's trying things, but again, the movement's not there. Mason Mount, constantly passing it out wide. I'm not seeing enough creativity from him from, you know, trying to pass the ball through the middle and stuff like that, trying to drive the ball into the middle. And it feels like it was just the same patterns as the last game, Wolves. You know, get out wide and cross the ball in, which was just horrible. And then obviously they go 1-0 up. And then all of a sudden, we step up our game. All of a sudden our intensity, you know, moves up a level. All of a sudden now, we're putting pressure on them. All of a sudden, Marcus Alonso's stepping up his game. You know, combined with Callum Hudson-Odoi. You know, midfield now started to take control of the game. Jorginho and Kante started taking control of the game because it was up and down for me in the first 30 minutes despite us having bare possession. But obviously, the pen, great for Marcus Alonso and Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi runs in behind Cash. Marcus Alonso gives it to him. He gets to the ball first. Cash slide tackles in behind him. Stupid challenge. It's a penalty. And it was a pen, to be fair. Rightly so. And yeah, Jorginho nicely slots it away. I wasn't worried despite Martinez actually being really good at saving penalties. And, you know, in that first half, yeah, I can't lie, like, despite defensively exposing ourselves, I saw Chalobah expose himself a lot of times, but I also saw him make up for it with interceptions, 1v1s, blocks, stuff like that. Thiago Silva is just a Rolls Royce defender in general. The passing, the blocking, the flipping, his awareness, his positioning, unbelievable. And then Rudiger obviously covering for Alonso as he had to because Alonso kept on exposing himself. So as much as at times I felt like we exposed ourselves a lot in terms of maybe at times players were out of position, the midfield wasn't at its best for the first 30 minutes in my opinion. You know, Villa didn't really create any clear-cut chance. Yes, on a couple of occasions they were maybe through, you thought, but they were extremely lucky to go 1-0 up, in my opinion. I thought it was a 0-0 game. I didn't think any team was doing anything. I didn't think any team was doing enough to, you know, take control of this game and actually create chances, clear-cut chances. So I thought Villa were kind of lucky to go 1-0 up, and then obviously we get back to 1-1. And we step up, we control the game now. Villa not as, good. Obviously, Steven Gerrard was missing today. He did catch the virus, unfortunately. He couldn't be at the game. Obviously, the assistant manager, Gary McAllister, had to take over. He's assistant manager. But then, yeah, the first half, I thought, okay, you know what? It needs to be better. But I tell you what, Lukaku needs to come on because Pulisic, false nine striker, it just isn't working at all. It just was not working. Just wasn't working. It wasn't working. And I thought to myself, okay, Lukaku's going to come on, and I'm guessing it's going to be, I thought it would have been for Cho, if anyone, because Thomas Tuchel did say there's no guarantee he'll play 90 minutes and he could go off because obviously he just came back from the virus. But he didn't. It was Trevor who came off, and apparently Trevor got injured. That is why he came off. And that was really bad, man. That was really unfortunate. I thought he was at times playing well, but at times leaving himself out of position. But overall, he was doing all right. I thought he was doing all right to handle Watkins, but at times Watkins had fun with him. So obviously we had to change it up. Chalobah got injured. Reece James had to move to right centre back. Pulisic had to move to right wing back, who was so much better. As much as right wing back isn't his position either, he was so much better down the right hand side. Pulisic, just to be out wide, to hold the ball, combine the play with Kante and Mount. That link up was pretty good, And I thought defensively done the job as well. But then obviously Lukaku came on and he changed the game all around, fam. Yeah. With Lukaku, right? One thing I always said about him that I hated was, I hate it when he just stands there and waits for the ball to come to feet and he's not doing anything else. He's just waiting for the ball to come to him all the time. He's not dropping deep, he's not linking up, he's not holding the ball, he's not running in behind, he's not doing any of that. He's not winning his duels. He's not doing that. He's not helping his 2-10s. He's just not. As much as the service may be not good enough, he's not. He wasn't doing it when he was on his drought, and he didn't do it in the 45 minutes against West Ham when he came on. He just wasn't doing it. In this half, I saw everything that I needed to see from Lukaku. Everything. It made the fluidity of the team so much better. He was holding the ball up. He was making runs in behind, through the middle, down the left, down the right, linking up with Callum, linking up with Alonso, Mount, Pulisic, all these guys. Kante in the midfield. He was holding up the ball, linking it up. He was doing everything a striker needs to do when, maybe when it's not going well for them. And he was doing that today. Today he had a point to prove, and he felt like he was coming on with smoke. And on the counter-attack, this man is so devastating. And eventually, he got the goal early in the second half. Callum Hudson-Odoi cuts inside, obviously, puts in a flipping beautiful delivery in. Lukaku header 2-1, and that is exactly what we needed. We needed to go 2-1 up. We needed to go 2-1 up in a game like this because Villa, as much as they were putting the pressure, they weren't creating much chances. But, with how the defence has been recently, you couldn't trust it, could you? So, Lukaku coming on was just absolutely brilliant. And at times on the counter-attack, this guy's bullying Mings. This guy's bullying Konsa. He bullied both of them. He bullied Mings into the goal, and then he bullied Konsa into making sure he gets the penalty at the end. And can I just say, before I even get into that, Mason Mount, man, we didn't have a chance. Jorginho plays a really fantastic ball in for Mason Mount. He rounds the keeper. Lukaku and Callum are right there. And he takes the shot with his left foot. And he misses the target. At that point, I was like, I swear, if it's 2-2, I'm going to lose it. And then I thought I'd even lose it more when we were through again on the counter-attack. Honestly, us on the transition, yeah, we are devastating on the transition. We have got the players to go on the transition. Mount, Lukaku, Kovacic, who was absolutely brilliant when he came on. Hudson-Odoi, Pulisic, these guys, Kante, these guys on the transition are dangerous. The problem is, you didn't take your chance. And Hudson-Odoi with a weak-ass shot as well. And it felt like that whole second half. For a good 20 minutes, I felt like we were in control of the game, controlling possession, being calm on the ball, just going forward, keeping it, just taking control of the game, We defended by keeping the ball, but then at times as well, in that half, I'd say especially after we scored for about 10 minutes, I would say, Villa put the pressure on us to the point where every time we got the ball, we just kicked it out. No composure about us at all. Nobody's getting the ball. Rudiger's passing was inconsistent today. 1 minute he's playing lovely balls to Reece James. The next he's playing balls to flipping back to the goalkeeper. It was like a bit of pressure. It felt like the team was under pressure. It felt like the team was nervous for that time. But it felt like they calmed down. They took control of the game as they did. Villa for a bit, yes, they may have put 1 or 2 crosses in, but our defence dealt with it overall. Overall, our defence in the second half played well. When it looked like Villa were going to do something, there's Rudiger with the block. There's Rudiger with the interception. Christensen done well in the second half. Reece James at right centre back, absolutely fantastic. A lot better at that position today than he was at right wing back for today at least. So, overall, Pulisic at right wing back, defending well, handling Matt Target to limited crosses and, you know, going forward with the ball and linking up. So overall, I'd say today's performance was, first half, I felt like defensively we exposed ourselves a bit, but we didn't allow them to create chances, in my opinion. And then the second half, near enough the same, but better defensively. Didn't allow them to create chances again, and a lot better going forward in terms of keeping the ball, creating clear-cut chances like the Mason Mount one, but then going on counter-attacks and being devastating. You know, today it should have been 5. You know, because Cho and Mount should have scored. And then at the end, Lukaku, 4 minutes added on. The pressure's on now. The whole team's pinned back. Looks like Villa are putting the pressure on. And then we go on the counter-attack. Hudson-Odoi gives it to Lukaku. Lukaku is through on goal. He bodies my man. And then he flipping bodies Konsa as well. Lukaku on the counter-attack is devastating. And he just changed the game for us. So thank you very much, Lukaku. And he got the penalty. Konsa should have been sent off because he did deny Lukaku a goal-scoring opportunity, in my opinion. Even though when I look at it, it did look like Lukaku was waiting for Konsa to do something. So, yeah, okay, fair enough. So, yeah, Jorginho gets the pen, slots it in for 3-1. And, yeah, that second half, absolutely brilliant from the team. Brilliant from Lukaku. Well done to Tuchel for making the changes. Putting Pulisic at right wing back. Putting Lukaku up front. Keeping Cho on the whole game because he did grow as the game went on. So did Mason. Although Mason, I think he dropped a stinker today, Mason, kind of. Kante obviously went off because we have to protect him. We don't want him injured. We don't want him playing 90 back-to-back in Premier League games. Cover came on and played really, really well, so credit to him as well. Jorginho, calm as ever. The back line grew and grew and grew and didn't expose himself as much into the game. And yeah, Mendy for the goal conceded. Look, I haven't seen it yet. And before I make my player ratings video, I will look at the highlights to see whether he should have done better for that goal. So overall, thank you for the win, Chelsea. We move on to Brighton on the weekend. And yeah, a glimmer, we're not in the title race for me. For me, I said we're already out of it unless we go on 10 games. If we win 10 games in a row at least, including the City and Liverpool game, because that's within our next 10 Premier League games, then I'll say we're back in the title race, and I'll believe a lot more that we can actually win the league. Because for me, we have a better chance to win the league this year than next year, in my opinion. So yeah, if you did enjoy this video, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow my social media down below. And yeah, I'll see you in my player ratings videos next, guys. Come on, Chelsea, they got the win. And yeah, I'll see you lot in my player ratings videos. Come on, peace.